Welcome to NaRvi Academy. In this presentation, we are going to discuss the G20. G20 is the international forum. In the name G20, G stands for the group and 20 stands for the number of member countries. That's why it is called the group of 20. Now let's see the members of the group. The G20 forum is made up of the 19 individual countries and the European Union. These given countries are the members of the G20. Let's see on the map. Here we can see all the member countries, but we can further divide them according to the continent. The countries from the American continent are Canada, the United States, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina. The countries from the European continent are the United Kingdom, Germany, France, Italy, and Turkey. The countries from the Asian continent are Saudi Arabia, India, China, Russia, South Korea, Japan, and Indonesia. Country from the African continent is South Africa, and country from the Australian continent is Australia. All the individual countries are represented by the head of the countries, and the European Union is represented by the European Commission and by the European Central Bank. There are some permanent guest members of the group, in which Spain is the only permanent guest country, and others are organizations which you can see here. Permanent guest organizations are the United Nations, World Bank Group, World Trade Organization, International Monetary Fund, International Labour Organization, African Union, Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, Association of Southeast Asian Nations, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, Financial Stability Board, and New Partnership for Africa's Development. Now let's discuss the formation of the group. The forum was created on September 25, 1999 at a meeting of the finance ministers of the G7. But the question is that why the G20 was created? It is created because at that time the existed groups such as G7, G8 and Bretton Woods system realized that they are unable to provide financial stability to the rapidly globalizing world, and hence they conceived of a new broader group of major world economies. The first summit was held in 2008 at Washington, the United States. In the year 2009 and 2010, the summits were organized semi-annually, and since 2011 Cannes, France summit, all G20 summits have been held annually. Now let's see the objectives of the group. It's very important. Initially, the main aim of the G20 forum was to address the major economic, financial, and political global challenges. But after the adoption of the UN Sustainable Development Goals and the Paris Climate Agreement in 2015, more issues of global significance were added to the G20 agenda, such as economic empowerment of women, employment, healthcare, migration, and digitization. Here we have to consider one important point, that the G20 countries account approximately 85% of the gross world product, 75% of the international trade, 66% of the world population, 50% of the world land area, and 80% of the global investment in research and development. That's it for now. We will come back in the next presentation with a different topic. Till then, keep watching the NaRvi Academy.